Wagwan, it's your humble host, Big Truck, conversation and reviews. Shout out to my homegirl, Chantel Simone. She has some things to say. I have some things to say. And then the spirit of the universe is going to take us home. So grab your shoulder pads and your helmet and peep this out.
So obviously not all, but a lot of women who reach a certain age where never in their life they thought they would have still been single. Never in their life they thought they would have been still on the dating market trying to find a man. When they get to that certain age, instead of saying, dang, where did I mess up? Instead of analyzing and saying, dang, what did I do to get to this point? They're just going to say, oh, well, my standards are too high. And they always find some way to blame God.
They ass hit the wall, smacked hard.
I've been single for 9 years. My last real relationship ended in 2017 when I was 27 years old. And I don't even feel like I was even really in love. Like, I don't even think I really knew what love was like in my 20s. And in my 30s, I've had like little situationships here and there. And even still, I was never in love and never felt like I could bring them home to my family and meet my mom or anything like that.
Wait,
but
pause. So for 9 years, for more than 9 years, because she claimed she wasn't in love in her 20s. And you did all of those men with your little situationship and not one of them? Okay.
Back on it now.
No, she was just used and abused. She went through a little whole phase. All you have to do, you listen close enough. You can tell and watch facial micros and body language.
I would rather be single than end up with any of those people that I used to be with.
My question is, why the fuck you tell us that? Stay single. You don't have to tell us that you've been single for such amount of years and you've never been in love. And so, I would never bring these men around my
Nah, she been in love. She just got tired of being ran through. Why make a damn video? Sit your ass down, eat some banana pudding and call it a day.
We don't give a fuck.
She's trying to find her ego. She's trying to act as if overcompensate, like I didn't want them anyways. So being 36 leftover on the dating market with her dry up egg, we do not know if she have kids or not. But being on the dating market as a leftover woman, she have to convince herself that she's happy and convince herself that, oh, it's not that none of these men wanted me. It's not that I chose poorly. It's not that, I made horrible dating decisions throughout my 20s and my 30s. It's just that, it's me. It's my standards are too high. We see this all the time.
We see it on social media all the time, especially on TikTok, especially with a large number of black women. That's why we call them plate licking beggars. That's what they are. Another shaming tactic. Lying ass.
They set ridiculously high standards and ridiculously high expectation to validate why they're single. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, you're single. You feel like it's a flex. Whatever.
And it's just so crazy how much I really did have to learn about myself. And I truly do understand the reason why God has slowed down this journey for me settling.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct.
It behooves me how individuals want to bring in God and they mess. Now all of a sudden, God showed you the light. No, you got tired of being ran through.
Okay.
You act like you don't want a relationship, but you did me a video talking about still single at 36.
Yeah, she put on all that makeup and the filter, make sure she got a nice angle to show her good features to come and tell a story to the internet that she's.
Listen, I got a homegirl out of Northern Cal that does the exact same thing. Put on filters, take selfies from the waist up, flexing. What does that do for you? Boost up your confidence, your ego, make it seem like you really doing it like that, but you not. You just the average chick. But you got women out there that do that. Other words, you want a relationship. If you want a relationship, bitch, just say it.
There was a lot of work that had to be done internally first, and
you ain't did no work. You still sitting here making the damn video. You have not did no work. Because if you really truly did the work, you wouldn't be making no fucking video.
By being by myself is unmatched.
Turn that damn fan on.
Whoever tries to come into my life has so much competition with this little bubble of peace that I've built for myself. I have gotten past the phase.
Remember what I said? They set their standards ridiculously high. They set their expectation ridiculously high and say, whoever is coming into my life, you have to be this person. You have to be perfect. So when they're 46 and single, when she's 56 and single, when she's 66 and single, she gonna pull a Lisa Ray talking about how I just never met anyone that is valuable. I just never met anyone that matched me.
But you've been sitting up here talking about how long you've been single for and setting these unrealistic, see, that's the thing, right? Setting all these unrealistic standards. That's why no man is choosing you. I mean, Pookie and Ray Ray, you know, clap cheeks, yeah. But ain't no real man with substance that has his shit together gonna choose you. You're toxic. You're a basket case. You're a fucking headache. You're a light-skinned headache.
Of like feeling sorry for myself, like, oh, I wish I had a man. Like, I have gotten past that, and sometimes the grass looks greener on the other side. I know that some people in relationships probably look at me and they're like, God, like, you're so lucky to have this time to yourself. So it's like,
no, I look at you and I'm like, you're fucked up. You're fucking done. You're used.
Really just how you look at things, but it's just really strange just thinking that I'm 36, single, no kids, and I kind of getting to that point where I feel like I don't even know if I want any anymore. I've been
Okay, then don't have kids. Oh my God.
having these conversations more with my family and just kind of opening them up to that reality, because I feel like for a second everyone was just like, oh, for sure you're gonna have kids. I'm not gonna rush into having kids just for the sake of
but your ass need to rush or turn that goddamn fan off. That's what you need to do.
Having kids, and I'm not gonna rush into getting married just for the sake of being married. Decentering men from your life is the best thing that you can do.
Okay, then stay the fuck single.
That's your choice. What the fuck did we do? We didn't do nothing to you. We don't even know you. We don't even know you.
What do you want? You talking about you want some, like, you don't want to have kids with somebody that's this and that, but then again, you're talking about decentering men. But what the fuck do you want?
I have been single for 9 years. My last real relationship
Listen, when I
ended
tell
in
you that these women are just, it's comedy, because those of us with common sense can see straight through their BS. The fact that you're coming up here to tell us that decentering men is the best thing in your, like, if you were really decentering men, then you wouldn't be talking about them, because it doesn't.
Thank you. But you know what the fuck you doing. You advertising. That's what you doing. You advertising. You want somebody to feel sorry for you. I know what the hell you doing.
Decentering them include not talking about them, not focusing on them, not giving them your energy. But these women who love to hate men give them so much of their energy. It's crazy. Those of us with common sense see through their BS and we laugh. We laugh and we see that this is a leftover woman who is unhappy with her singleness, because I promise you, if she was supposed to write the list of everything she wants in a man, and this man was supposed to pop up, she wouldn't talk about, oh, I'm decentering men.
But she made bad choices. This woman made bad choices and decisions, and the shit has came back to bite her on the backside, and she don't like it. But this is what's happening to a large number of women. They make these exact choices. Them consequences ain't no joke. Reality would give your ass a lot to think about when you alone in your room staring at the fucking wall. Your conscience comes and pays you a visit and sits in the room right next to you. And the playback of everything that you've done to yourself, to others, decisions, choices, individuals you chose versus who you passed up, relationships that you fucked up, marriages that you fucked up. All of these things play a factor when the consequences come and pays you a visit. Consequences sits on your left, reality sits on your right, and they looking at your ass.
Better yet, if she could go back to her relationship that ended when she was 27? How much y'all want to bet she would have hung on a little tighter to that relationship? How much, if she had known at 27, if she had known in 9 years, all she would have been doing is getting pump and dump for 9 years, how much y'all want to bet she would have hold on a little bit stronger to that relationship? Should I think twice before leaving that relationship? Again, those of us with common sense see through their BS, and this is why we point and we laugh. Let's see the comment section under this. Somebody says she doesn't feel like she has ever been in love ever, but for full 9 years is cocky. Another comment said a lot of internal work was done, cocky, I'm sure, the clown emoji. And then they're always talking about, oh, a lot of internal work I allowed God to do. Like, why on earth does it take being single to work on yourself? There's no opportunity to stagnant relationship and resolve. Y'all think about focus on walking through. Men have larger template to TV, but men are. It's like thought call on her. That's when she's gonna be celibate. Just predict it. You can predict. Men and women are a guy who doesn't fit. Talking about, oh, she's option, but because God will say. I want to say she was like talking about she waiting for God to send her a man in her big old age. Entertainment purposes only. Last two comments I'm going to read. Say it gets easier to be alone day by day. I used to miss companionship. Now I don't want it anymore. I don't want anyone in my space. Last comment says, see, this is a problem with the internet. She is 36, talking about men gotta compete with her piece. Sis, hello, exactly. She 36, coming up here telling a story what she's supposed to be telling her therapist.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people.
Telling her therapist.
Yeah.
She is 36, talking about men gotta compete with her piece. Sis, hello.
Ain't no man gotta compete with shit. You know, you want to be alone, be alone. Don't make a video about it. You found your piece, whatever the case may be. By the looks of things, you still ain't learned. You still ain't got it. You searching for something. You tired of being single. You want to be in a relationship. Well, just say that. I want to be in a relationship. This is the type of man that I need versus the type of man that I don't need. Let me position myself in a professional manner. Let me present myself. Let me be inviting. There you go. But yet, you're not there. And it shows you're not there.
Hello, exactly. She's 36, coming up here telling a story what she's supposed to be telling her therapist.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people.
Despite all of this, 45, divorced, no kids, still single, she says she's happier than she ever been.
I can look at her and tell she's full of shit. I'm looking at her facial micros, her body language. She ain't happier. I know you acting for the video, but this is the lies that women tell themselves. Reason being is all that rhetoric, all that modern feminist bullshit, all them tactics and all them things, shit's not working. Rather you approach a man and be honest with yourself and work on yourself and do some things, you want to still continue with the lie. Not just a lie, but lie on top of a lie. And then say to yourself, you having your best life, you living your best life. And it's clear you're not.
I'm happier than I've ever been.
Pages like this. She has other videos. She says as a 45-year-old woman, no kids. Making peace with not becoming a mom is more complicated than I thought. So you might think like she's saying, damn, she wish she had kids. No. Then she would have other videos saying you're a single woman in your 40s with no kids, so you take yourself to dinner and a show. I'm not playing the videos because it makes no sense. It's just her walking around. But if you read what it says in the caption, you're a 45-year-old woman living alone in Miami with no husband or kids, so you do this on a Thursday. So the main thing I want to ask women, why lie to yourself and find ways to cope? Why not just be honest and let the younger generation of women growing up that you regretted the choices that you made? Because yes, I know an argument's going to be my body, my choice.
It's accountability. You see how a large number of women do not want to take accountability? They'd rather lie to themselves and carry that lie on and actually take it to a point where they are literally convinced. They have convinced themselves of whatever that lie is. And have made that lie their reality. Come on now. But to be honest, that's a dangerous woman to get into a relationship with. Hell, look who the hell I'm married. And that's why my marriage lasts 14 months. Boom.
Choice and how you know they're not happy. Because they're doing this. They're making videos like that. They're saying things like this. And I'm a firm believer, if a woman is truly happy, she's not going to seek validation on social media. Because
Preach, sir. Preach. And I say this all the time. People who constantly posting their life on social media, they're not happy. They're seeking validation. They're trying to convince you, like, look, I am happy. If you were truly happy, you go about your business.
But they can't. And here's the thing. They trying so hard to convince us, Chantel. But yet, the people that they're trying to convince see right through them. The people that they're trying to convince are looking smack dead at them and say, you full of shit. You're lying. It's clear you're lying. Because a real person is not going to air out their personal laundry on social media. Looking for validation. Looking for attention. Because your sorry punk ass is not getting none. And the way that you're moving, which is so worldly, the shit is not working.
You were truly happy and whatever you're doing on a Thursday, you go do it. And even if you want to post that you're doing that specific task on a Thursday, you're not talking about, 45 with no kids on it. You just post, hey, look, here's what I'm doing. It's like these broke women who are broke, always hyper-focused on a man's income. Those of us with common sense see it clear as day. She is trying to convince us, the viewers of her content, that she's happy. When it's like, if you're happy, go off and go be happy.
this same video that I played earlier, she cut the comments off. Because most men were telling her about herself. If you're happy, you don't need to do this. You don't have to seek validations from other people.
Facts.
And yes, trust me, I understand. Women can go through traumatic experience.
And let me just add to that. The same women that talk about they getting that money, how to play men. They a boss bitch. They're a baddie, and etc. They lying to themselves. They trying to convince you that they're about that life, and they're not about that life. I want a man that's 6 feet. I want a man that makes 6 figures. Blase, blase. No, the fuck you don't. Because the same type of man you talking about, number one, don't want you. And number two, you're not going home to that type of man. You going home to Pookie and Ray Ray. Stop lying all the damn time. Why you gotta fucking lie? Especially the same people you lying to, they're looking right through your ass. They see you. Nigga.
She's in a relationship to make them think that, oh, I could never do this again. Yes, men go through the same thing. But I'm going to leave the comment section open for any woman who wants to answer this. Why do you guys do this? Men, we already know the answer. Despite all of this,
it's for validation, man. It's for validation. If you are content, if you say, you know what? I am going to enjoy my peace. I am going to enjoy my happiness. Why you got to be tearing down a group of people just to enjoy your peace? Just if you're truly happy, you wouldn't be doing all of this. You wouldn't be she's actually trying to convince herself that she's happy by convincing us that she's happy.
And that's making it worse. Because reality is going to kick in. And once reality really sets in, she might work herself up into a nervous breakdown or a meltdown. When you could have dealt with all this shit before and position yourself to meet a good man that will take you seriously. But no, you chose to go the other route, the nigga route. Like I said, consequences will sit to your left, reality will sit to your right, and they both point fingers at your ass. That's the worst position to be in. Because you have no choice but to take accountability and look at yourself.
Some of us who see, just like the 36-year-old, she coming on and she's saying this long script. Oh, decentering men. So go decenter them. Decentering men also include not talking about them. So why are you making this video talking about them? It's like, it's clear as day that they're seeking attention. And especially when she puts on the makeup, she puts on the filter and she's sitting at an angle. It's clear as day that you're seeking attention.